Okay, this is Tarina with Create a Tree. That's me. And I saw a friend of mine do a makeup tutorial who also does lives. And I get so busy that I forget to do my makeup a lot of days because I'm just rushing around trying to get stuff done and do some projects and do some housework and do some editing or get ready for a shoot. So I thought it was really cool to do a makeup tutorial on how a quick way of doing makeup. It doesn't take me very long and it's random and I don't use fancy product. In fact, if I can even find my moisturizer, it's probably in my drawer. So, well, there it is. It's in my drawer. I literally, okay, so my grandma, her whole life used Pond's or oil of Olay her whole life. She's 90 years old and she barely looks 70. She's that awesome. Now, I do have a little bit of puffiness, so I'm going to show you what I use for that. Hold on. And I learned this. Oh, look at my towel isn't even straight. Oh, gosh. That's not my towel. That's my husband's towel. Okay, so seriously, I saw this in a tutorial or recommendation like years and years ago. Seriously, hemorrhoid ointment. You put a little bit of that underneath your bags or on your bags and your eyes. Teeny, teeny, tiny bit. Doesn't take a lot, but it gets rid of the little teeny, tiny bags. Nothing expensive or fancy. Don't like the little baggage. And I know there's all these expensive funky creams and stuff, but I just don't use them. So again, my grandma, 90, almost. She'll be 90 this year. I'll be 50. I'll be 50 this year. And I have always used like inexpensive pharmacy store lotions, and it's really Pond's, seriously. And I don't get the big ones because I travel a lot and I can't take big big lotion with me, so I always buy the little tiny containers of it so that I can put it in my carry-on and I don't have to check my makeup bag. So I don't even wait for the hemorrhoid stuff to take effect, but you can already see it's already taken the swelling down in my eyes. I don't put the lotion around my eyes though. I do put it on the little crow's feet right there, a little bit. I don't spend, like I said, I don't spend a lot of expensive anything, but the important thing is to moisturize. And my grandma always moisturized. She didn't go to bed with makeup on. And I really took a lot of what I learned from my gram. I will put a little bit on top just because I know that that helps my eyeshadow set. Okay, so all moisturized. I don't use a lot of expensive things. The only thing I do spend a little bit of money on is my foundation, and I actually have it custom created because my face, you can tell, is two-toned. I get a lot of redness in the T-zone, and so I get it actually custom made by one of my friends who's a makeup artist. She does a lot of my makeup artistry on my brides, on any of my styled shoots, any of my clients for headshots. So she custom makes her my makeup. Her name is Michelle Batista. You can look her up from Bella Faces. She's amazing. She does a lot of stuff. So, and she's the one that also told me about the Pore Essential. This is probably backwards, but Pore Essential is to fill all the little cracks and crevices so that when you put your foundation on, it goes on nice and smooth. So just put the Pore foundation. Now, normally the Pore Essentials comes in a teeny tiny little container, and once a year, if you're an Ulta person, I go to Ulta. They will have these big ones, and I know because like the little ones are like this big, and they're like $10 for the little teeny tiny ones, and this was like $35 at Ulta. And they don't carry the big one all the time. You have to wait until it comes in. And like I said, I don't even know what time of year. I just happened to be at Ulta when they had this, and it was like 35 bucks. And it lasts me longer than a year. So I really, really like that. All right, so then I use, again, a lot of my makeup tips I either have seen online or my grandma, I know that's so funny, or my friend Michelle. And she's the one that told me about using like a sponge. And this is my, my custom makeup. Whenever you use a sponge, you want to make sure it's at least a little damp, not soaking. You want it wet, and then you wring it out. I thought I was all prepared. So I just wet it down, and then I just squeeze it out in a towel. So you want it damp, but not soaked. And then kind of tucking my hair behind my ears there. Okay. And then, again, this is not a brand. This is something my makeup artist does. I literally called her one day sitting at the Mac store, because I was so frustrated. I was in my 40s and I was looking haggard because my makeup that I was using was the wrong makeup, and I didn't want to look horrible. And man, that light is really harsh. I didn't want to spend $1 million on makeup, and I knew that when you walk into those stores, you go out spending, a couple $300 on foundation. So she goes, walk away from the Mac store. And so, see, there you can see, I just kind of dab it all over my face. Nothing too fancy. And then it's a pouncing thing. You pounce because you want to fill whatever the Pore Essentials doesn't fill in. You want to fill in the pores so it doesn't sit on top of your skin. Now I do kind of wipe here because I never want that line, that ugly line, but I shouldn't get a line because this makeup, when she mixes it for me, is matched to my skin, and it is matched to the part of my skin that is like a neutral color all the time. I'm not out in the sun very much, and when I do, I use sunscreen. Oh, and by the way, the moisturizer I use does have sunscreen in it. I forgot to say that. Because I'm so fair, I don't want to get sunburnt. And so my skin stays pretty much the same color. So even just that much right now, the red is almost gone. So I'll put that away. And as when I put my makeup on, it's funny. I pull everything out, and as I use it, I put it all away. I know that's funny. And I'm so random because I don't use any one particular thing. I just have used the same things over and over the years. I do use Bare Minerals, the mineral powder over. If I can't get to the store and I just happen to be at Walmart, I just might get some random mineral powder. And I think, yeah, I'm using CoverGirl right now. So, and it seems to be just fine. And so I just kind of load up my brush, and this is a Bare Essentials brush, and it's for powder. And I pounce in the so I'm loading it, and then I tap it off. And then again, I'm not wiping, because if you wipe, you're gonna not fill in the cracks. This is what Michelle said. You don't want to wipe because you're just putting it on top. You want to fill in the cracks. I don't have a ton of cracks, but I do have some. So just an even coat. I just kind of start on one side of my face and work my way around. And again, I still have, I did put some foundation on here, and this will go away. It does take longer than, all those fancy creams that you're like, look at 1 minute and my bags are gone. I've tried stuff like that, and I put foundation over it, and it came off. And it was crusty. So I was like, well, that was a waste of a lot of money. So again, this is just, I do, if I'm at the department store, which I don't go to the mall very often, I will get Bare Essentials, but this is CoverGirl True Blend Minerals. I was at Walmart when I ran out, so obviously I just bought what I had, I could find. All my brushes are Bare Essentials. Because I bought it in a kit when I had bought a bunch of Bare Essentials stuff. Man, okay, it's because I am almost 50. I'm having a hot flash. Whew, whew. It's the lights in here. And I never want to scratch. You could do this when you have an itch or whatever, or just fan. I don't have a fan in here. And it's wintertime, you wouldn't think you're too hot, so whatever. Okay, so I do have Bare Minerals, the Bare Essentials Bare Minerals bronzer. I don't use it for bronzer because, that would make me look orange. I actually use it for blush, and because I don't like pink, I don't like brown, and this is just a good mix. I literally have had this for 5 years. I've used it that much, every time I put, and I'm barely touching my face. I mean, if you could, it's like a feather touching my face. I don't use any, people might say, well, you need to have contour, blah, 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 blah. So this is my 5-minute, put some makeup on my face so that I don't look scary and scare little children. Like I said, I go to Ulta quite a bit. And I found this eyeshadow palette. My friend was with me one time and she goes, oh, my girls love this. Yeah, I love, seriously, one color out of it. So it was $5. It wasn't that big of a deal. So now once I'm out of this one color, I'll have to go find that one color in a little palette like this. And see, I love this color too. So I use those two colors always. I'm very simple. Man, I really am having a hot flash. Hot flashes are awesome, ladies, let me tell you. But they do keep your skin nice and moist. So I just put that lighter brown. I do like a little shimmer. I wear glasses, so I like to have a little bit of a shimmer underneath, just because it does actually show up. I put this main color over the entire lid. And again, there's probably makeup artists out there going, oh my gosh, she's doing it wrong. But this is the Busy Mom version of Get Her Done. And then, like I said, I use this a little bit darker shade. This is Revlon. I don't even know what brand this was. I think this was just a generic palette. Profusion. Seriously, nothing super fancy. This is Revlon. And every time I see this color, I don't even know what the color is. Oh, Java. I pick it up because I've run out. So I have one extra of this. So I just put it in my crease. I don't go over the entire lid. I just kind of go in my crease and out. Just a tiny bit. I don't want cat eyes. And again, I do wear glasses, so it will go away just a little bit. So just in the crease and draw it out to the side. I don't want to go, see, I do have a little bit of a wrinkle right here, and I'm okay because that means I'm happy and I laugh. So I don't want to get anything in that crease. So I don't like do cat eyes or anything. So. All right, so there's my eyeshadow. I'm naturally a redhead. We put the blonde in to cover up the the white that's growing in, because redheads tend to go white. In fact, this right here is my natural color that's coming in over the red, and this is too. So I might seem like I'm blonde, but I'm really not blonde, because I am a redhead, and so my eyebrows are red. I've never liked dark eyebrows because it looks weird on my face. So I just try to accentuate my eyes. And again, some makeup artists out there are probably going, oh, she's so crazy, don't listen to her. Well, this again is me. So I just do, this is a Midnight Brown, Master, whatever, Maybelline. It's a eyeliner crayon. And I just do a nice little line on the top lid, nice thin line on both lids. And then I come under just a little bit. I don't go, I learned this tip from my mother. You don't go further than your pupil with your eyeliner on the bottom. At least I try not to. But I don't want it going down. So you got to kind of come up with it a little bit. So like that. Because I don't want my eyes to be like really outlined. I do use brown everything as far as that's concerned. Brown eyeliner and brown mascara. Okay, now people might think I'm crazy, but I do this. I have naturally, my eyes are green, and so I use a bright green eyeshadow, and I just go over my brown eyeliner, and it just accentuates. It sets the eyeliner so that I don't get that funky crease right here of eyeliner, and then it makes my eyes pop, the color. And again, I wear glasses, so my eyes are hidden. So using this color over top of my eyeliner, it doesn't look like I'm wearing like green. It just looks that it just kind of pops. And my eyes, I think, I've been doing this for years and years. You could use whatever color you want. I mean, if you want to use purple or blue, this just works for me. And like I said, it sets my eyeliner so that I don't get a crease. And I'm not doing it very dark. I just do it really light. And it still looks like I'm wearing brown eyeliner. And I'm just using a cotton swab. If I have an owie or a zit or something, I do use the concealer brush and the concealer. It's a little concealer powder by Bare Minerals. And I would just use that. I did have one back here the other day, and I did cover it up, but I don't need it now, so I'm just going to put that one away. And then, let's see. The mascara of the month is Maybelline Colossal Volume Express, because seriously, I just grabbed whatever I could that I could find in brown. And that's the problem. A lot of companies, they don't have brown. They have like black brown or black, and I don't like either one. I need brown. So this is what I could find in brown. So I just nice light coat first over. I don't use anything expensive. I think this mascara was maybe $6 on sale. And again, it's whatever I can find in brown. So just do light coat first on top and bottom. It's hard to talk and put your mascara on at the same time, isn't it? Okay, so then I let that dry a little bit. And I go over and do one more coat, both top and bottom. And this just kind of attaches itself to, I have really long lashes, but they're really light. Somebody had suggested I get lash extensions, and I'm like, do I need lashes to be as long as it'll touch my bangs? I don't think so. So I really do. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but now that I have the second coat on, those are my lashes. And those are just the bottoms. I'm not complaining at all. I'm appreciative, very blessed, because I know people do have to, they don't have lashes. And so I'm very grateful that I have really long, well, average long lashes. Sometimes if I don't get a good coat, sorry if you're, oh, sorry, you're looking at my nose. Sorry, that's really rude. Hope I didn't have any boogies up there. Sometimes what I was saying is sometimes if I don't get a good coat on the second, I might do a third. But when I'm in a hurry, I'm good to get 2 coats on. So I don't use a lot of lipstick. If I do, it's when I'm going out. I generally just put some lip gloss, and my daughter-in-law used to sell lip scents, and so she was my homie hookup for the lip gloss. So I like their lip gloss because it lasts, but I don't like lip stain or lip color unless I am going out. And well, there you go. So I hope that's better than it was before. Again, what I use for the little baggies will go away. It takes about, 30 minutes by the time all of that goes away. But there I am. Here I am. I'm still me. I'm almost 50. And this was a 20-minute put on some makeup and from beginning to end. And again, my name's Tarina. I'm a crafter, photographer, and I have a Facebook page called Create with Tree. That's me, and I do lives doing fun craft projects. And today, my artwork was my face. So anyway, hope to see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.